This is time for Vic's picks, so they put the pressure all on me, and I'll just read you what this is all about, all right? For those of you wondering, Vic's picks, yeah, nice photo. Wow, that actually fits the bill. Change the hair color and everything. For this contest, I'm going to make 4 predictions for the upcoming game every week, all right? Is Notre Dame going to win or lose? That's number 1. Will Notre Dame cover the spread in that game? Number 2, how many total yards will the Irish gain? That's a big one. Number 3, and then for fun, we'll ask for the final score. And each of the Notre Dame Giving Societies participating will have one member representing them. They'll make each of the first 3 predictions. Then we'll ask about the last one, the final score. And here's how it works. If they get the first one, right, if you get the first one correct, will Notre Dame win or lose? You get a point. If you get the second one, will Notre Dame cover? You get another point. And in the third one, if you're closer to that total yardage than I am, you get a third point. If you get all 3 points, you win one of these. You win one of these custom-made Irish hoodies, the one that Vic and Ryan get to wear every week on the show. Okay, let's commence. We'll begin with is Jim O'Connor with us from Philadelphia. Jim O'Connor from the Jesse Harper Council. Jim, are you there?
I am.
What's up, Jim? How you doing, buddy?
I'm well, following 2 former Philadelphia Eagles.
Wow, isn't that fun?
Brian Harris and Mike Golick.
Yeah. So quickly, give us your association with Notre Dame.
I'm a Jesse Harper member here and friend of the school. So, yeah, here we are.
How are the Eagles going to be this year, by the way?
We'll be well.
You hope, well. Right? You hope. All right, so let's go down the list here. Let's go down the list here, Jim.
Another couple of glitches here. Jim, man, great to see you. Stay warm up there in Philly this winter, my man. I know it gets a little.
We will.
So the next.
I remember you from your days with the Birds, Ryan. So
yeah, man. It was we were with the Dream Team, and then I had to have a third back surgery. You know.
Okay, Coach Reed.
Yep, with my first stint with Coach Reed, and later got him with the Chiefs. But let's keep it going with Vic's pick. Jim, do you want the spread over? Will the
Irish will cover?
They will cover. All right, Jim.
Will
cover. And lastly, Vic says they'll have 418 yards of offense. Higher or lower for you?
Well, that was my pick, 418. So I'll go higher than Vic then, if that's what he picked.
All right. Well, there he is, Jim O'Connor. He says, yes, the Irish will win. Yes, they will cover the spread, and he believes they'll have 418 yards. Jim, if you win, you'll get one of these, and I hope you do, my friend.
Look forward to it.
And I hope to see you in Philly sometime soon, Jim. And thanks for being a member of the Jesse Harper Council. I love your support. Thank you for all you do for our school.
All right, Ryan. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Jim.
I guess I muted myself. When did I mute myself, Ryan? At what point during that interview? That is, I feel so much shame. I mean, you never put the person on air in charge of muting him or her stuff. I mean, this is what happens, right? Let's move on in Vic's picks, okay? That was Jim O'Connor. Up next, from the Kavanaugh Council, it's Frank Lattall from New Hope, Pennsylvania. Is that a correct pronunciation, Frank? How do you pronounce your last name?
That is it. You've got it.
Very good. Tell us about your history with Notre Dame.
I am a proud parent. My daughter Sarah graduated in 2014.
How much did she enjoy her experience there?
Oh my gosh, she's still in Chicago with all her Notre Dame friends, and it was a wonderful experience for her and for her parents.
All right, well, let's go down the list, my friend. Notre Dame wins or loses?
Wins.
Cover the spread?
Yes.
And how many yards of offense?
425.
Final score?
34-10.
Man, you see this as a walk in the park, Frank. How much research you put into this?
Not that much. I think I could. I'm either going to be close on score and offense, or it's going to be a much wider victory for ND.
The only thing that scares me is these season openers, especially given the climate this year. You just never know which teams are more ready than others, right?
I think you're right, but I think you're talking about one of the best teams in the country against one that isn't. So I have
exactly right.
Well coached, lots of talent, great offensive line. I would be very surprised if it's not a very satisfying day for Notre Dame and our fans.
Well, Frank, thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate all you do for the university.
Happy to do it. Thank you.
All right, take care. We're going to move on now to the athletic director circle, and representing them, Larry Iwanski, who is from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Larry, you with us? How you doing, Larry?
I am. Hey, Vic, what's happening?
Not much, man. So 00, huh? You were there just in the last decade of the millennia.
Oh, yeah, but that was a master's degree, so I'm a lot older than that.
What was your help me out on just recent history? What was your football experience during that era?
2000.
Yeah.
It was geez, I forgot the guy's name. Who the heck was the coach? Bob Davie.
That's right. Bob Davie
was the
Mexico.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was mediocre at best.
Okay. Well, we hope to make that up for you here. Let's go down the list here. These are Larry's picks for the game. Will Notre Dame win or lose?
Definite win.
Cover the spread?
Absolutely.
How many yards of offense?
475.
Final score?
45-10.
Wow. I mean, you think it'll be over early, or will there ever be a threat in this game?
This is not a basketball game. Duke's going to be going home early. The fans will be turning it off mid-second quarter.
Well, let's hope we send you one of these, my friend. Larry, I appreciate it, buddy.
Extra large, Vic.
Extra large. Okay, good. You're not going to use my medium, that's for sure. Appreciate it, buddy. Take care, Larry.
Yeah, take care.
Up next from the President's Circle from New Albany, Ohio, it's Jenny Wilson. Jenny Wilson joins us live on Here Come the Irish. Hi, Jenny. How are you?
I'm good, Vic. How are you?
Very good. Tell us about your Notre Dame experience.
So I am a 1986 graduate, and I also have 2 sons. I have one that graduated from there. Well, I have 3 sons. One graduated in 18, and one is a sophomore right now and will graduate in 23.
Can you vouch for me how much more difficult it is to gain entry to Notre Dame than it was in the 80s when we went to school there?
A lot more difficult. A lot. Trust me, we went through a lot of stress with these last 2 guys getting in there. So, man, I wouldn't have gotten in. Let's put it that way, Vic. I'm glad I went when I did.
All right, let's go down the line. Will Notre Dame win this game?
Yes, they will.
Will they cover the spread?
I think they're going to.
How many yards of total offense?
I'm going with 435 yards.
And your final score?
Is 35-14 the Irish.
My goodness. We've got so many picks that are very close to one another. So that's awesome. There are going to be a lot of winners this week if you guys are correct, because I'm going to reveal my picks at the end of this deal. We'll see where you go from there. Jenny, thank you very much. Okay. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.
All right. We'll see you later. All right. Up next, let's see who's next on the list from the Soren Society. All right. Right down my avenue here. Laura Coletti out of Brooklyn, New York, class of 13.
Great.
How you doing, Laura?
Doing well.
So where did you live when you were at Notre Dame?
I lived in Howard Hall.
Okay. and you still have that same group of friends?
Yeah, I got some Howard friends. I got some alumni Howard friends. Go Dogs. I got some McGlynn friends. So yeah, but yeah, definitely love the campus community. That's for sure.
All right. So your era of Notre Dame football, was that Tyrone? Was that Weiss?
I had Charlie Weiss freshman year, and then Kelly came in sophomore year, and my senior year was actually the national championship game against Alabama. So It was a very fun season, fun day in Miami, not the but yeah, definitely a good time to be on campus.
Well, I don't want to brag, but I was there during the Tim Brown Heisman and then the national championship game against Fiesta in the Fiesta Bowl. I was there for Catholics versus Convicts. I was basically there for the heyday of Notre Dame football. I don't mean to rub that in, but my bad.
No, not at all. I mean, I get to hear from my dad all the time. He was law school class of 85. And I don't think that he was there for such good years. So
we're going to make it up.
For sure.
We're going to make it up. All right, here we go. Oh, finally, we got something that's different on the list. All right, tell us, Laura, will Notre Dame win this game?
They will.
Will they cover the spread?
They will not.
Okay, that's you know what? I like someone who goes against the grain. Why do you feel that?
Because I'm a Mets fan, so I was born to be a pessimist.
That's great. And yet you think you're going to generate 560 yards of offense.
Yeah, that was a bit overzealous. I'm kind of regretting that pick.
It's okay. Hey, you know what? It might be an offensive marathon. It may be back and forth at that rate. Final score?
I picked 35-17.
Very good. Laura, we got you down. Let's hope you win a sweatshirt, okay?
Hope so. Thanks a
All
lot.
right. We'll see you later. That's Laura Coletti. Up next from the Rockney Athletics Fund, it's Christine Richards, a double grad, 95 and 98. Hi, Christine.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Doing well.
Okay, you're in Illinois. So 95 and 98. What did you get in 98 there? What was your graduate degree?
A law degree.
Oh, beautiful.
You mean
Beautiful.
in 95?
All right. And where did you live?
I was in PW and then moved to Kavanaugh when they switched it to a girls' dorm.
Okay, so in 95, was that the end of the Holtz and the beginning of the Davy era?
It was.
Okay. Yeah, I love doing the show because I piece my history together again. Here we go. Will Notre Dame win this game?
Yes,
The spread, will they cover the spread?
they will.
How many yards of offense?
I'm going with 440, but it sounds like I'm right around everybody else.
Yeah. Well, you guys have all done your homework if that's the case. And final score, Christine?
34-13.
34-13. Christine, on behalf of everybody watching, thank you very much for all you do. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Take care, Christine. All right, we all hope, okay? Let's move around here now. From the John Cardinal O'Hara Society, it's Fernando Quijano. Fernando, you're originally from Columbia. Where do you live now?
I'm currently in the northern suburbs of Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, so a kid from Columbia, how do you become enamored with Notre Dame? How do you end up at ND?
Truth be told, the friend I'm staying with is a year older than me, also Colombian. He came here. I had decided I wanted to come to the States. I thought I was going to schools in the Northeast, like MIT or Harvard. He told me Notre Dame is awesome. Notre Dame is awesome. Notre Dame is awesome. I believed, applied, got in, and here you have me after becoming a double domer just this May, graduating from my MBA.
That's awesome. Double dome. And you waited a little time to get that double domer, didn't you? What made you get back there?
I think it's just kind of the international kind of thing. I think internationals usually wait a little bit more. And then, if you look at the dates in which I graduated, I just was waiting a little bit before bringing another economical crisis upon the world.
Sure.
08 and 20.
All right, you ready to play this game, Fernando? Here we go. Will
I'm ready.
Notre Dame win? Will Notre Dame
Yes.
win the game? Will they cover
Oh, yeah, we
the
will. Barely. I think this is the one I struggled with the most.
Okay. Yards offense, how many?
424.
And final score?
35-14.
I think you're the third person who's given us 35-14. You guys cheating off one another here or what? What is going on?
I think a lot of us are looking at the same stats and making the same analysis,
You're probably right. Fernando, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
You too, Vic.
Shout out to everybody in Columbia, back home if they're watching. Let's move on here to Sarah. Sarah with us. Sarah Trupus Ferguson, representing the Order of St. Thomas More out of Jefferson, Wisconsin. How you doing?
I am doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope I pronounced your name okay.
You got it perfect. The
All right,
last part's the easy one, better than my maiden name there.
Okay. Tell us about your history at Notre Dame. Where did you live?
I lived in Fisher Grad back when I was there.
Okay.
I was a law school student.
How did you decide on Notre Dame law? Just curious.
It was the only law school I actually applied to. I was living in Japan at the time, and I wanted to go there and thought I would get in, so I wanted to go and just made it.
Why did you want to go there? Why only one option?
Is there any better school in the world?
Usually, though, people give themselves 2 or 3 choices, right?
They do. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone else who only applied to one law school.
Well, it worked. You were 1 for 1. All right.
Exactly.
Let's play, Sarah. Here we go. Will Notre Dame win this game?
Of course, yes.
All right. Will they cover the spread?
No, they will not.
Only the second person to pick that way. And how many yards of offense?
460.
460. Final score?
35-20.
35-20. Very good. Where do you live now?
We live in Jefferson. It's in between Madison and Milwaukee.
Okay, great. Beautiful. Well, listen, Sarah, hope you win. Appreciate it. We'll hear from you soon, okay?
Great. Thank you.
Let me give you my picks now. I didn't want to reveal mine off the top. I'm going to give you mine now, just so nobody cheats off of me. Here's what I'm thinking. Notre Dame wins this game 34-17. That's not a far cry from what everybody already told us. Will they cover the spread? I don't think so, because crazy things happen in that first week. A late touchdown, they could be up by a lot. Give them a late TD. 495 yards. Yes, a lot of yards for a 34-17 game, but I think it's one of those eat 'em up type of games where there's going to be yards to be had. So those are my picks. 34-17 will not cover the spread. I hope all of you are better at this than I am, because that means you win one of these.